Welcome everybody to another Deeper Than the Headlines video. I am CJ Wolf with Healthicity, and today's case is a doctor who pled guilty to false claims and fraud related to genetic testing. And some of the allegations here were that the medical tests were not medically necessary, that these genetic tests were not medically necessary, and that he also was taking kickbacks in order to produce these orders so that tests could be run. So according to the documents in the court, after the doctor pled guilty, this doctor was a co-owner and an advisor to a diagnostic laboratory in the state of Georgia, and conspired with some others to produce these medical orders for these genetic tests in exchange for getting some kickbacks. And some of those orders actually included some that came through, supposed telemedicine. Now, to make sure that these claims would get paid, those involved designed the genetic testing order forms. So there's order forms with laboratory tests, and you can design the form in a way that leads people along, or you can design the form so that people have to make independent decisions when they're making these orders. And they designed the genetic testing order forms with pre-populated diagnosis codes and kind of these check the box panels so that all the coding was kind of predetermined ahead of time, is what was alleged here, and that would then cause these tests to meet the kind of the threshold for being covered because of the diagnosis codes that were reported. And then these panels, would explode out to a bunch of other codes. So they concealed these claims with a sham contract, among other deceptive techniques. And the doctor and his co-conspirators caused the submission of over $24 million in fraudulent claims to Medicare for genetic testing. And Medicare paid approximately $4 million based on those false claims. Now, under the terms of the plea agreement, the doctor agreed to pay back $4 million in restitution that was owed to Medicare, and will be sentenced in March of 2026. The doctor could face a maximum penalty of 5 years of imprisonment, followed by another 3 years of supervised release. And he also faces an additional fine of $250,000. So this, I think, is an important case to kind of understand. The concepts are not new, but history repeats itself, and these things keep showing themselves over and over the many years. So hope you learned something from this. We'll include the link to the press release, and we will see you later. Thanks.